What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the detailing world? Today we're going to talk about why you should choose the better products, the more expensive products over the cheap ones, and then also how to choose which products are right for you as far as cost goes, dilution goes, the effectiveness. And I have been doing this a long time, and I've used a lot of products and wasted a lot of fucking money on products that don't work. And I'm here to clear that fog of bullshit that's on Facebook and detailing forums that people recommend to use this. There's so many detailing products out there, and half of them don't even fucking work, and half of them aren't even worth the money. So we're going to talk about it. All-purpose cleaner, Meguiar's APC, 100%. Don't go and buy Super Clean or Purple Power. They may work for you. They may fit in your budget. That is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're looking to improve results while spending less money and also having a better overall, I guess, cleaning effect, APC, Meguiar's APC, 100%. You know, it's like 14 bucks a gallon, and you get like 30 spray bottles out of it at 5 to 1. So that's a no-brainer, guys. Meguiar's Super Degreaser, very strong degreaser. I have to say, I'm very impressed with it, but there are stronger degreasers out there. Do you really need anything stronger than that for a car? No, not really. So again, it's very inexpensive. I think it's like 18 or 17 bucks a gallon. You get 20 bottles of degreaser out of there because most applications are going to be diluting heavy. It's good for cleaning engines and door jams and really, really caked on nasty shit. That Super Degreaser is definitely the answer for that. APC replaces a lot of cleaners. It replaces carpet cleaners. It replaces leather cleaners. It replaces vinyl and rubber cleaners. It replaces even sometimes degreasers because it is technically in the same family as a degreaser. It is an all-purpose cleaner, which is an alkaline cleaner, which if you go online and look up the SDS sheet on both products, they are high alkaline-based cleaners, which is made for breaking down organic compounds. That is what you want to clean a car because you're not going to find inorganic compounds a lot of times inside of a car unless you have some rust stains in the carpets or something like that, in which case you would need an acid-based cleaner to remove that. Rinseless wash. This is a good topic because there's so many out there. Now, I personally have been using O&R for a very long time. I like O&R. But I think there are better products out there, one of them being Wipeout. I have not tested Wipeout yet, so I cannot speak on behalf of Wipeout. That would be completely ignorant, and I am not an ignorant person, so I try to keep that track record clean. And so I'm not going to compare O&R to Wipeout. I will one day. I will buy probably the smaller sample of Wipeout and test it and see how I like it. And if I like it, then it will be my forever rinseless solution. So, you know, rinseless wash is great. Is it necessary? In some markets it is. Yeah, if you have a lot of water restrictions or winter washing, like I use it in winter washing or I'll use it for other small things, it's really a great solution. Now, I don't typically use it in spray bottles. I use it in a fucking pump sprayer because, boy, let me tell you, it makes putting it on so much easier, and you don't have to replace spray bottles. You don't have to worry about having like a million spray bottles everywhere. You just got one 2-gallon sprayer from Home Depot that costs 20 bucks. You fill the bitch up with 2 gallons. You put 2 ounces of Optimum No Rinse in it, and you're done. And you got it forever. The thing will last you 2 or 3 cars. You know, so it's good to use pump sprayers. That's another thing I want to talk about. Get rid of your spray bottles. Get rid of them all. Get rid of them all. Use pump sprayers. I'm telling you guys, it's a little bit more money, but they don't break. If you're gentle with them, you know, this is a plastic one. If you get like them all metal ones, they're expensive, they're like $100. But it's $20. This thing, I've been using this thing for years. I have 5 of them now, actually, and they're all labeled and they all have their use. Right? Super Degreaser, APC, carpet cleaner. I've got one with Folex in it. I got one with just iron remover in it. You know what I mean? So it's a no-brainer, guys. A fucking no-brainer. If it's going to save you money, it's a no-brainer. You should definitely consider putting out a little bit more money to save money in the future, in the long run. That's what we're looking at here. We're not looking at the now. We're looking at the future. Polishes. This is a good topic, and I will be the first person to tell you that 85% of the people who do correction use Meguiar's polishes. I'd rather piss in a box of baking soda and use that as compound than polish with Meguiar's polishes. I'm not calling you a bad detailer if you use it. You need to use twice as much as that product to get the same results with something that's a step above it, like Menzerna or Rupes polishes or Carpro polishes, or even IGL polishes outmatch the living fuck out of Meguiar's. I've got a full line of IGL polishes right here. I don't use them a lot. Actually, I just used them the other day. I used all 3 of these, and they work great. They're not bad. They're just not, they don't cut as hard as I need when I'm working on a really fucked up car. I can't use those polishes. Those are for like my new car prep packages. That's why I have those. I'm actually almost out of them too. And then I've got CarPro, right? CarPro makes fucking fantastic products. You cannot beat this. This shit is amazing. Essence is awesome. And a lot of you are like, oh my god, Essence is garbo. You could call it garbage if you want. It finishes out so smooth, even after a post wipe. You cannot see micro marring from anything. And this shit right here, Clear Cut has replaced everything as far as a compound goes. Some people say it sucks, but that's because I said, and let's go back a little bit, 85% of the people who say they do correction can't do correction properly. They're either too impatient or unwilling to learn or upgrade. You can do paint correction with a Portacable 7424XP, but you ain't going to get results as quick as if you were to do it with a Flex 3401 or a Rupes 21 or 15. No fucking way will a Portacable outperform a Rupes 15. No fucking way. I will bet anybody any amount of money right now that will never happen at any point in time in the future. Because if it was true, nobody would be buying Rupes machines. No one would be buying Flex machines, right? If you want good results quickly, buy a good machine. Don't go around and tell people they don't need to buy good tools to get the job done. That's just the biggest fucking lie ever. A $450 polisher is not $450 because they're trying to rip you off. It's because it's made in-house by the company. Rupes is all made in-house. They don't outsource their parts. They don't call China and say, hey, throw us some fucking brushed motors. They make everything themselves from start to finish in their factory. It's all made in-house with their own materials. The only thing that they outsource is the foam for their fucking pads, which in fact is made in Germany. So I don't understand why people, would rather spend less money to get less results in a longer duration of time than spend a little bit more money, save yourself in time and money, and get better results. It's a no-brainer. It's an absolute no-brainer. Just like this. This is a perfect example. Would you rather buy this, or would you rather buy this? You know what I do use a lot? I use this fucking son of a bitch a lot. Look, so much that the colors run off of the gun, right? Battery's been sitting here for 3 months uncharged. It still has 3 bars in it, right? If this was a DeWalt or a Makita, fuck that, no way. So I'm not going to spend all my money on Ryobi tools just to replace them again and again and again. I'm going to buy Milwaukee's because I've always used Milwaukee's and I've always been told they were the best and they've never let me down, right? Some of you may say, well, Rigids and DeWalt's and Makitas and Ryobi's, they've never let me down. But I can guarantee you, if you were a construction worker, you would not be using a fucking Ryobi. But if it's all they can afford, it's okay. It's not a big deal if you can only afford a Portacable. Work for the Rupes. Work for the Flex. Get yourself to a better position where you want to produce better results. Don't listen to people who stand on a pedestal of ignorance and tell you you don't need these things. Just like steamers, right? If you're going to go buy a steam cleaner, I've got a cheap ass one. I got a $180 one, but I've been putting away money for the last 6 months for an industrial commercial steamer. A Vapor Chief 125 or possibly a Super Inox. It just depends on how well my taxes go this year. A Super Inox is a totally different machine than a Vapor Chief 125. It's twice the price. But it's going to transform everything that I do. That little steamer, I use it all the time. I've had it for 7 years. It is a $180 eBay steamer, and that thing fucking is a workhorse. And it does everything that I want it to do. And it's improved every part of my business. Mind blown, right? It's a no-brainer. Heat increases the reaction of the chemicals you're using. Steam and APC is an absolute killer combo. You're saving money and you're improving the quality, especially if it works better and it's more dilutable than either one of those, and it works in both purposes. Just because you want to save money doesn't make you a bad detailer. The people who tell you that you can do things cheaper and refuse to evolve with the industry and with the possibility of being a better detailer, those are the ones that pollute everybody. They pollute all the forums. Those people, I get in arguments with people a lot. And I know you guys know that because you probably read everything that I write and probably think I'm a douchebag. But where I come from, the detailing background that I have the right to challenge people. I've worked pretty hard to get where I am, and I know a lot about a lot of things that a lot of people don't know about. And I guarantee you, if I had guys that are very experienced come down to my shop, I would learn something from them, and they would learn something from me. Not everybody knows everything, but I'm going to sit here and I'm going to question people who are giving horrifying advice to new detailers and not guiding them and not pointing them in the right direction. What's the term? Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is a never-ending cycle, and there's more and more of it to go around. More than common sense. My dad used to say common sense is not common. True. So that's why I'm making this video, is because I want you guys to open up your eyes and your mind to actually researching the stuff that you use. Look at your material safety data sheets. Look at the instructions on a chemical. Look at the reviews on a chemical. And then you go on reliable forums like Detailing for Money. Sometimes AutoGeek and Detailing for Dummies, you'll get good information from them. You just really need to learn how to sift through all the bullshit and the nonsense. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do for you guys here.